Myron, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Hey, I've got Will Murphy on the line. He's our senior underwriter. He's knows your file really well. We kind of go back and forth, as you kind of know. So I just wanted to get him on the line so that he can kind of break everything down, make dollars and cents of everything. So, Myron, I wanted to introduce you to Will. Myron.
How you doing? How you doing, Will? Hey, man. Good, how are you? All right. Pretty good, man. Hopefully we can get this thing worked out here. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Absolutely. And that's the plan. I mean, I see, I've been working the file, for a little bit, kind of going back and forth, with Jay, and, I think you've got a good thing going. And I think I know you're excited about putting this kind of piece together and, putting it to work, right? That's the day. That's what we want to do. Making some money, yeah. And, I mean, have you done anything in the past, or is this a first venture? No, I've been a superintendent, been a foreman, and I've been in the trades since I was 19. About 37 years now. I have about 30 years experience in the trades, yeah. I've been digging for a long, yeah. I'm ready to go. I got people waiting for me, yeah. You're ready to take that jump and jump in with your feet and get this going for yourself, right? Yeah, exactly. Work with a man when you can do it for yourself. That's what I'm talking about. Shoot, because I've just been making them a lot of money. I'm not making it for myself, so now I want to make it for myself, That's the main thing. Yeah, that's the thing. And I bet, all of those, formulas or companies that you work for kind of all started where you're starting right now, right? Yeah, exactly. They needed to get equipment on the ground, and they needed to, kind of bite the bullet, per se, to get this equipment into motion and get it working. So I know, you did a little bit of math, and, it's expensive. I mean, we're not going to sugarcoat it for you. It's an expensive monthly payment. But with that said, though, for startups, startups are a little bit more riskier than a seasoned business that may be in business, 4, 5, 6, 10 years, right? How we look at the product, how we put it together, just so you understand, is we take a look at the collateral, right? This is great collateral. We look at the credit, so personal credit, which you have, decent credit. And then we look at, the vendor. So there's a lot of things that are in the mix. The year of the collateral, and then we come up with a risk score, right? And in this case, your risk is in the startup category because you're green. You're not green, and like you know how to do the job. Not green as at that point, but green as owning a business. Yeah, so exactly. We came up with that risk score and putting the money down, and the payment that we came up with is going to be right around that 568 and change, I think. Yeah. Is, right? Yeah. So, my question to you is, once you get this piece of equipment, this CAT 430E into the mix, right? How much is this going to make you a month? It'll make a lot of money. It'll make a lot of money. The thing is, man, it'll pay for itself pretty fast. If it gets going, that's my plan. To get it going and get paid to sucker out pretty fast. But my only worry was this: is getting it going. I didn't want to be stuck with it if it's sitting and it's not making any money right off the bat. Like the weather is sort of screwed right now, so it'll probably be sitting for a couple of months. You know what I mean? But I got people ready to work, and there's going to be some work going on. But I'm just trying to play it safe. I'm not trying to put myself in the hole. That's what I'm worried about. I don't want to buy it and then not be able to pay for it. That's what I'm scared of. Absolutely. I know you got to take a risk sometimes, stuff like that. But wow. But I really want to do it. But then when I seen the interest, I said, well, okay, 60 payments at 568 and change. That was $34,000. So I'm talking about I'll be spending like $54,000 for a backhoe. That's $36,000.
It's a scary world out there, you know. But it's it's reality though, right? So
yeah.
I like to kind of break it down into, you have a mortgage, right?
Yeah.
And you're probably paying, I don't know, $1,500 on a mortgage for 30 years.
Exactly. Yeah.
What an average house costs around $220, $230, right?
That out here, yeah. Well, it depends where you buy it at. Yeah, where I bought at it is, but down in the Bay Area, it's more like about $500,000. Yeah.
Yeah, but just average numbers.
Yeah.
If you're talking $1,500 on a 30-year mortgage, you end up paying double what the mortgage costs, right? And it's an investment. But what's your house really providing for you as far as income? Nothing, right? Unless you have rent payments.
That's it.
Put it into a real world scenario for you, and once you get this piece of equipment into work, you said you're going to make a lot of money once you get it into working. But say you make $3,000-$4,000 a month, and you're only paying $568. You probably make more, but $4,000. That's less than 50% of the nut goes to the lease payment.
That's more. It's not gonna be. I'm not gonna just pay that. I want to try to pay the sucker off. That's the thing. You know what I mean? I don't want to be if I'm able to pay it off. I don't want to be stuck paying for 60 months. If I can pay it off sooner, that's what I want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That sounds good. Sounds like a great plan. And then and so a good thing with that too, right? Say you pay it off in 3 years, right? You'll be 3 years in business, right?
Yeah.
So with your credit score, then so we consider anything under 2 years pretty much a startup. So once you get 2 years time in business under your belt, your credit stays the same, you show payback history on this particular unit, right? Those rates are going to change drastically, right? This is literally just it's a riskier file because it is a startup, right? And that's just how the credit line works. But once you get 2 years plus time in business, it's pretty much off to the races, right?
Pretty much,
So, and who's to say, like, 2 years down the line, you're going to want to put another cat in the pay them cheaper, and then you're just kind of making ROI on units that you're putting into the work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's I know what you're saying. Yeah, that definitely work. So what can I do? Would I be stuck at 60 months if I want to pay it off sooner, or how would I do that? How is that gonna work?
So you would have to pay the full payment for 60 months. But if you wanted to pay it off early, it's as simply as just calling me up, getting a payoff balance, and we'll give you the payoff balance at the time. And if you have the cash to pay it off, you just pay it off. But you are into it for 60 months is what the full term is. So you don't have to pay it off. There's no real benefit to paying off than to just get it off your chest. And if you are cash flow positive at one point during the year and you want to pay it off, then let's do it. But I mean, you don't have to pay it off. And I suggest too. I mean, again, even though you're paying, that scary number, at the end of the day, if it's a risk benefit for you, right? Because rather than putting all your cash, outlay your cash up front, right? So say you had a great month, you did like $60K, you have some extra money, you want to just pay this off. I personally, as a business owner myself, I would keep paying my monthly payment, because at that time, what if something happens? Say you pay this off, what if something happens with cash flow that you really needed that $30,000 extra dollars, at that, or it could be whatever at the time, 15, 20. But you could spread that risk, because we technically take the risk, right? I mean, you're taking a risk starting the business, but we're fronting the money, giving the money to the vendor, outlaying it over 60 months, which is decreasing your cash flow risk, And as you keep going and keep this payment going, your risk is lower because your nut on that payment is just 568, and that's going to stay like that for 60 months. So my suggestion is if you want to pay it off, pay it off early. But if that's going to put you in a bind, I would just run it out because you never know what could happen tomorrow, and it's just kind of it's using other people's money to build your business. And I like you, I thought that way at first. I mean, I've owned my business for almost 7 years now, and I, love to pay everything cash. I was buying copy machines, computers, cash, and then at the end of the day, 2 years in, I was like, why am I paying cash for all this stuff when I could use this cash to make money, which the computers and stuff do, but now I lease all my stuff. I'm in the business of leasing, but I lease all of the stuff, and it's a better way to start your business and to get going. And not to say 2, 3, 4 years down the line when you're cash flow positive, you might want to pay cash for the stuff. But right now, this is the best route to go for you.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Well, let me see. The thing is, I have to talk to someone with my wife about this. Like, she wasn't really too keen on the getting that extra $17,000. So, and me talking over her when she was happening.
I mean, wives are great to run stuff by, but you have to get her in your mindset, right? Yeah. I mean, I don't know what your wife does. I don't know how how you guys work together. Does she work with you, or does she do something separate?
She does something separate. And I work on myself. Yeah.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? So you just gotta make sure, like, she's in your mind, like, your mindset. Like, she may not know what this piece of equipment is gonna make. So, at the end of the day, if you're not educated about the program, which you should educate her and maybe, like let her know exactly what the cost benefit of actually having this piece of equipment is and what you're actually gonna make on it. And then compare it to the payment, rather than just looking at that end dollar amount, which we both said at the beginning, it's expensive. But if you can make her realize, or even if you wanted, we could hop on a three-way with her too, and I can explain it to her too, just to kind of bring. I do it with my wife all the time. She looks at the end dollar amount, right? Like, I pay for my kids' school. I pay for my kids' school, right? They go to private school. So I would rather pay monthly, right? I would rather pay monthly than lay it all out on the line. But it's very expensive, but she wants to get it all off of her plate at the beginning of the year. But I want to pay it monthly. But so it's kind of the same scenario. You got to explain it a little bit better. Sometimes the wives, God love them, but they don't know what we do and what we put into the business every single day. Because me and you both know, I mean, you're the expert in your field, I'm the expert in my field, so you got to make sure you kind of translate that into her, not just looking at the overall price of this piece of equipment, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Okay. Yeah. So I know what you're saying exactly. Okay. So let me see what's happening, and I'll get back to Jay and let him know what's up.
All right, sounds good. We can get this funded pretty quick. We can get this funded quickly for you. So when you're ready to go, we can get this thing right working for you and making money, as soon as possible.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay.